Hello again. It's the 11th of the 11th today, so I thought I'd show you this. This is a document I own. Memorial service for the Royal Air Force Dominion and Allied Air Force officers who were shot by the Germans after escaping from Stalag Luft 3, March 1944, otherwise known as the Great Escape. I'll just turn the first page. It's quite delicate now, so we'll be a bit careful. And then we've got the officers. Here we've got the name of 50 officers, so we've got Royal Air Force, Royal Canadians, Australians, New Zealanders, South African, Polish, Norwegian, French and Hellenic. 50 officers. These were the 50 officers who were murdered on recapture by the Gestapo. 76 men escaped, 73 were recaptured, and of those 73, these 50 men were murdered. I believe the three guys who did get a home run, as they called it, was two Norwegians and a Dutchman. And we'll just have a look at the names of the Royal Air Force guys here. And if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down, where it's quite well rubbed, that says LG Bull DFC, Leslie George Bull, or Johnny Bull as he was known. And Johnny Bull was the first guy out of the tunnel. And I believe he was the guy who realised they were too short and rigged up the string line to cover, so that once a guy got to cover, he could pull on the line to say it was all clear, and for the next guy to pop out the tunnel without being seen. Unfortunately, Johnny Bull is on this list because he was one of the 50 guys who was recaptured and shot and murdered by the Gestapo. And that is Johnny Bull. I believe at the time he was 27 or 28 when he was shot, and I think these are actually Gestapo mugshots. So these were taken 24 hours before he was killed, so he's probably still got his actual escape gear on there, and a couple of mugshots. So there's actually a wiki page on Leslie Bull now, and a lot of information about the Great Escape. But I've got a bit of information about him because he married my dad's cousin, which is a reasonably good family link. I'm sure there are other people on the world who are still family members, so I'll keep this kind of brief. Yeah, so that's it's a good document I think I've got. I'm going to keep good care of that. I might try and get a bit of repair done to it. We've got to say again, we've got the 50 officers in there, and then the order of service. I don't think there's probably not many of these about. So I hope that's a nice little insight, for especially for today with the 11th of the 11th. And a little tribute to all these guys and men and women and everybody around the world who did what they did, especially during World War II. And hopefully you've all been out and bought one of those. Cheers.